What's up, everyone? Kami 101 here, Neon Odyssey, and what's going on right now? I'm taking all my theme movie stuff out of my cave and bring it down here in the basement. Of course, the heater goes on, so it's gonna be hard to hear me. So, just want to share what's going on. I've been collecting VHS. This is a part one, okay? So I've been collecting VHS for a long time. I grew up with it. I'm 41 years old, so it's like something I love collecting when I was a kid, and still love collecting now. I've been getting help from Arthur, and dude, wow, movies I've been looking for like years, 10 years, maybe even more. I don't know, but it's been a big help, Arthur, dude. Oh my God, you rock! Thank you for helping my collection as well. I know there's more VHS coming in pretty soon, but I want to share this one, what we got so far. So we're gonna start off with House. One of my favorite ones, actually. The monster's so cool looking, and yeah. And to me, it's like VHS is the actual original copy of the movie when it comes to release, and DVDs are okay. I want to start collecting Laserdisc, but this is a good start, right? So we got that, and it's pretty cool. This thing is, God, man. I found, I actually did find House an original in the HorrorCon, but they wanted way too much, and it was damaged. Like you look at the box, it's all ripped, and they taped it, and you look inside of it, it's like, nah, dude, it ain't worth no $100. I mean, it's worth some money probably, but I'm not gonna pay $100 for it. So yeah, got myself a copy of House, so I'm excited by that. And my two personal favorite, The Gate 1 and The Gate 2. If you remember Blade, the main vampire guy, he's actually in The Gate 1 when he was a kid. So and the front part kind of came off because it was, I don't know what happened. Like the sticky part came off, but it is the real thing. I got this at Kmart when Kmart were releasing, rentals and all that stuff. And all I ever rented was Gate 1 and Gate 2. I was in love with this movie. I was crazy about this movie. And the lady's like saying, Kmart's closing down. Um, and you've been renting this movie like crazy. So do you want it? Do you want the movie? And I'm like, of course. And I was like, well, how much? The lady says, don't worry about it. It's yours. Because they're going to throw it away in the back. I didn't think about it. I should have just went and go dumpster diving in the back of Kmart and got more VHS. But luckily for me, I got the original copies. Now, I don't know if they actually released the Gate 2 on DVD. I'd like to get that because the reason why I don't have very much, I should say, the reason why I don't have a lot of my VHS because A, somebody steals them because always make horrible friends who like to steal my collection, and B is because the VCR likes to eat up my tape. So there's a lot of things going on with that. But yep, the Gate 2. I think 2 was my favorite one. And when you had the hot girl, if you remember the movie, the hot girl who's in love with the nerd, that's Bobby from King of the Hill. Something so hot could actually do that voice. I got this one, Dracula. It's not the original, don't worry, but it's the remake with Keanu Reeves and all them. So Dracula, I like Dracula. That was a pretty good remake. But ooh, I found this at the garage sale. This one, and I found three more, and they were like, they wanted like $3 for it. I'm like, all right. But yeah, Universal. It's pretty crazy though. I mean, like when I saw it, I was like, I'm getting it right away. But yeah, Dracula. Another one. I know a lot of people are going to crap all over it, but it's not that bad. I mean, the second movie of Tales from the Crypt one was pretty bad. Goofy, but sexy in a way. But then you got Demon's Night. I guess you could say it was kind of like the very first movie for Tales from the Crypt. But to me, I think it's cool when it actually has that "Please Be Kind" or rewind kind of thing on it. It's worth some people say it's worth some money. Even if it has Blockbuster, it's worth some money. But either way, I mean, as long as I have the copy of it, I mean, I would like to get if there's like 3 different copies of this on VHS, I would still get it. But yeah, Demon's Night, man, Tales from the Crypt. You haven't seen that one. That was a roller coaster. And of course, my personal favorite, Creep Show. This is the original one, guys. This is not the movie or the new version of the TV show, which I haven't seen it yet. I heard a lot of good stuff about it though. But this one is one of my personal favorites. Part 2 is good. 3 is alright, but this one was the king of it. And as you can see, I was like really stoked about it. I'm like, oh my god. And then Christine. How cool. Remember this movie? Where the car comes alive and eats you alive? They said there's other Christine ones, but I don't remember it. I just remember the original one. With John Carpenter. If you know who he is. Well, of course, you gotta have, and this one is still sealed, Frankenstein, or the Bride of Frankenstein. Look at that. It's all sealed up. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not the original cover because, you know, it says Classic Monster Collection, and I know that was not on there. You can see Frankenstein in the back. I love Frankenstein monster movies. And of course, it has the Blockbuster price on it. With original cold. But I love those movies. Those are boring. Shut up. Blair Witch Project, the original one, not the second one. Second one was alright. The competition with all the hidden messages and hidden pictures in it was pretty cool to do. And yeah, but yeah, Blair Witch Project. Funny story, when I first saw this in theater, it was packed with people. And the only way I could watch the movie in theater is to sit all in the front and looking straight up in the screen. And a lot of us in the front got sick because we got all the movements and everything. So when you watch my paranormal channel, and then when we're running through the forest, whatever, I'm always going to say, sorry for the Blair Witch Project effect. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I don't have a cover of it. And it has a Blockbuster thing on it. It's Brain Scan with the boy John Connor, who, you know, from Terminator. He's in it, and he goes around playing this video game that you get sucked into it. You can't tell if it's real or not, but you're going around killing people for fun, pretty much what it is. So Brain Scan, check that out. Soundtrack is pretty sweet, actually. And of course, I had an original one, but my mom kind of cut it up for whatever reason. It's Beetlejuice. It's not the best shape. I mean, it is taped up and everything. On the bottom part, right there, as you can see, Beetlejuice. Of course, that part came right off. But, as I said, do not touch the tape inside. Never noticed that. But this original copy, a little damage. And yes, there is a Beetlejuice 2 coming out. People, be aware of those fan-made trailers. They're not real. Figure if you watch a lot of movies, you'll see a lot of those clips from different movies, and they edit it to make it look like it'll fit in. So be careful with that. But here's the original Beetlejuice copy. And I know this is not the original cover, but Army of Darkness, Evil Dead. Can't go wrong with Evil Dead. Now, I found this at the HorrorCon. The guy wanted for like $5 for it. I was like, alright, because he sees me online, so he kind of helped out a little bit. I got that on there. But yeah, because it had a little water damage into it. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little water damage. It's not too bad. It's better shaped than the Beetlejuice one. But what's the odds of finding this version of this cover? You know what I mean? And of course, Aliens. And it has like the art, because I found this at the art thrift store. And it wasn't in bad shape. I thought it was really good. I mean, there's a little torn right here and there. But got myself a copy of Aliens. I mean, wow. Alright, so we got more. And yes, I am those people that had to put everything in alphabetical order. Just in case you need to find it, it's right there. Young Frankenstein. Now I know it's not the original copy of the cover because the top part like this. But I'm still looking for like an actual cover. I know there's like what 4, 5 different covers on it, but I got a copy of it and I'm happy about it. So Young Frankenstein, great movie. And I found this one. I think this one at the Ark. Yeah, 7. They actually made a sequel. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it, but there was a sequel to it, and it was not good at all. Can't beat the original. Like leave it alone. Like that's the original copy. Yeah. So, and this was actually in good shape. And the worst thing I hate about when you go to like thrift stores and all, they actually put that stupid sticker on it. Is like, why? But whatever. And my personal favorite, one of my personal favorite, is The Return of the Living Dead 3. This one's a sexy zombie movie, and she is sexy. And yes, it has a blockbuster thing on it. Return of the Living Dead 3. One is going. No, the first one is always going to be my favorite. Second one was goofy as hell, which that's what they were going for, but I still like them. All 3 of them. Then the rest of them just got a little bit weird. I mean, I still collect them, but they got a little bit weird, like Resident Evil style. Really weird. Another classic. Are you ready for this one? The Return of the Killer Tomatoes. Remember that? Come on, you gotta remember this one. They even made a cartoon out of it. And Return of the Living Dead. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. And of course, got Gomez Adams in there. And of course, George Clooney is in it. George Clooney, yes, George Clooney used to do B-rated horror movies and comedy. Now he does a serious. I'm a doctor now. You know, it's like go back to it. Go back, just like Tom Hanks. Go back to your where you started because it was better that way. Tom Hanks used to do comedy, and now it's like, but George Clooney needs to go back to like doing stuff like that, even though he's a big shot now. Poster Cats 2, not the original copy of the front. They're here, but yeah, the other side. That's the reason why this one's so hard to open up. There we go. The little silver inside the tape. This one is always a pain in the butt to put back. I don't know why. Like as if they made the cover and then realized it didn't fit completely. This one's never been opened, but Phantom of the Opera, of course, part of the whole collection of the classic Universal one. Blockbuster. I had this one for a very long time. This thing went through some hell. But they used to do this like this, the blockbuster classic Night of the Living Dead. The original in the middle right there. Yeah, I went through. There's all those moving around, going to different houses and apartments. This thing took a beating, but still pretty good. And I know a lot of people are going to crap over because, oh, I hate it. It's like, shut up. This is my favorite. Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, there is this thing on here. This is the original copy of Nightmare Before Christmas. The reason why I say that because there was no Disney print all over it. Disney then has nothing to do with it. It will only say Tim Burton on it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Don't Be Fine, Rewind, right there. Yeah, this so if it has Disney logo on it or Disney name on it, it's not the original print. The original will always say Tim Burton. That's it. But video, I don't know if you remember that place. This is where they have rentals in his thing. Oh yeah, so the return time weekly is 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday holiday 4 p.m. Thank you for shopping. I like that. I love when they do stuff like that. Now I know I saw this on TikTok. kids are so confused. Why is there a VHS with two of them? Why is that part one and part two? No, it was a very long movie, two tape. Never took it out. I mean, it's been taped up so it won't fall out. But there's this idiot on eBay who split this in half. Every movie that's double, he splits them in half and charged $12 each tape. And I thought that was pretty messed up. But this one, I found this one. This is a director's cut also, which is really, really good. If you haven't seen a director's cut, there's a lot of stuff they cut out. Special scene, and this was $12 sale price. So, alright, so that's part of my horror collection. I got a whole bunch right here on DVDs, so let me show you the other ones. Hang on. Now I'm just showing you the movies. Cause I got tons of them in Ninja Turtles collection and cartoon ones. So we got Demolition Man. This is the original copy of it, which I was so shocked to find this at the Ark. Like, it's actually not in bad shape. Oh, and by the way, I know a lot of you know about this, but a lot of you probably don't, or even come close thinking about it. When you buy VHS and it's open like this, like just straight open, double check it. Because last time my friend bought a what was it? It was a Frankenstein. I think no, it was Dracula. He found the original VHS copy of the Dracula one, and what happened was when he went home, we went to go put it on. It was the brand new, and it wasn't this Dracula one I was showing you. It was a completely different Dracula, which I'd never even heard of or seen. It was so horrible. But we were pretty pissed, and we couldn't return it. So double check your VHS. Of course, I got like 5 of the same thing. I know I'm stupid, but of course, the Ninja Turtles, the original, the best of all. Part 2 is good. 3 was everything else is not that bad, whatever. But the original, Jim Henson one. So, guys, get your hands on these ones. And I know it's kind of weird because like I said, I have 5 different versions of part 1, and I think I got 3 different versions of part 2. This was a little dirty. Remember this movie? Legend. Tom Cruise doing, a little fairy thing, and the girl from, where was she from? I think she was from Viewer's Day Out, or Cheers Day Off, or something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. But Tom Cruise, before he fixes goofy looking teeth. It's a good movie. And of course, Tim Curry, Rocky Horror Picture Show, as the devil. I'm sorry, of all the devils out there, there's some good ones out there, but Tim Curry played the best devil ever. And then you got these new technologies to do devil stuff, and they don't come close when it comes to makeup. I'm sorry, CGI does not do justice. Just saying. And as we get older, we actually understand this guy's. I understand his pain. Yeah, falling down, man. Michael Douglas, dude. Saw this in theater and I wasn't supposed to see it, but somehow I ended up seeing it. Yeah, this movie. If you get pissed off easily because the people are just pissing you off left and right, that's the movie to say, I feel your pain. And of course, it's not the TV show version. It's actually the movie version. The Dead Zone, where he touches your hand and he could just predict your future, your past, whatever. He could tell you what's going on and everything just by touching it. And of course, Christopher Walken was the original. The new version was the nerd kid from Breakfast Club. He took over, which wasn't too bad. I mean, he was I didn't expect that to be him because like, well, damn, dude. But however, Blockbuster rental. I don't know. I like the whole paper original print, but I also like this. But I would like to get a copy of this just like that. And then we got the X-Files. Yes, they're coming out with some newer series. If you haven't saw the latest one, it's absolutely. Oh, hey, there's something in here. I didn't even check. Okay, we got that, but look at. Holy crap. Oh, I didn't even notice this. Okay, so it has Hollywood Video. You guys remember Hollywood Video? Came right after Blockbuster. There's a receipt in here, and I'm serious. I didn't know this was in here. I mean, I took it out and just check it, but I didn't see it. Let's see. This person rented the Evil Own for $1.99. Stand and Deliver, The Jury, MASH, X-File movie, and it all came up to $17.19. Paid with a check. Yeah, Devil Owns, Stand and Deliver, The Jury, MASH, the X-File movie. How cool! Literally, like, wow. And this was down the street from where I live. I remember having a Hollywood Video right down the street from me. What year is this? I should say year, I think. 1999. So April 30th, 1999. The person who rented this was named Mary. She rented this at 7:45. Oh, Mary, if you recognize this stuff, hey, I got your tape. How cool. I'm definitely saving that. And then over here, metal straitjacket. I am in the world of shit. I will admit, after he blows his brains, well, I should say after he killed the sergeant, what made the movie amazing, and then he blew his brains out. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, that's your fault, because this is an old movie and this is classic. But after that, it got kind of a little dull a little bit, but it's still pretty good though. But it's still dull. But yeah. Any receipt? Nope. Okay. But we got more. Okay, we got more here. Speaking of which, I forgot I actually own it. Now, if you're into goth and industrial music, pay attention to his background room of his posters, Killing Joke and all that stuff. It's all there. And of course, let's see. Yeah. So, Pierce Beer, Day Off. It's a good movie. I like it. They tried to do a TV show out of it. They try to do a lot of things with TV shows based on a movie for kids and teenagers because they want to be hip and cool, but they all sucked. Jackie Chan. I love anything that has to do with Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan is my favorite karate. I mean, besides Bruce Lee and a little bit of Chuck Norris, but I like. If I had to pick between Jackie Chan versus Jet Li, I like him better. Even though I heard some mean stuff about him, but I still think he's better. And years back, years back, if you live in Colorado, we have a grocery store of King Soopers and Safeway. This was rented by Safeway. That is very, very rare for a lot of collectors. If you have a Safeway or King Soopers rental, it was there since I was a kid, and then all of a sudden they just stopped for whatever reason. But it was kind of dumb when they did that. But this is the original, not the remake. The remake, eh. This is the original Flatliner, where they're pretty much killing each other to see the other side and learn about death and all that stuff. I don't want to say too much, but it is a good movie. It's way better than the original or the remake ones. But yeah, Flatliner. If you haven't seen it, and then like I said, it has like a lot of good actors in it. like a lot. And I bet you there's some actors in there that you probably forgot if you're my age. Now I know I said we're only doing movies, but I did find this, and I'm very happy. Before he passed away, I really did find this Pee Wee Herman one. I like Pee Wee Herman. I'm like, he's a freak, he's weird. I don't care what you think. I like Pee Wee Herman. And of course, this is where it gets really weird. It has Blockbuster on it, but what's up with this? Why would you put the codes on top? Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Now, this was not open. I have another copy of it, but E.T. I am not a big fan of E.T. I thought it was okay. Drew Barrymore, when she was a little girl, she was cool. There was some Star Wars preference in it. You remember that? But if you looking for ET collecting for VHS, make sure you see that green thing on there, because the green cover, the copy of it with the cover of the VHS and everything, it's worth a lot of money. If it doesn't have the green on it, it may be worth something here, but it gotta have that green tape. Now I know a lot of people are gonna roll their eyes, but I love his movies. And I got a Breakfast Club one. I love Breakfast Club. It was so cool when I seen them as a kid. I could be like, wow, I could relate to them. Well, two of them. But Breakfast Club. Please tell me you guys remember this one. All Dogs Go to Heaven. I love it. I love this movie. It was so sad. Charlie was so cool. Itchy was cool. I liked Itchy, but Charlie was, he had to straighten up and everything. And don't get me started with the pizza topping. Oh, I love the way they make the pizza back then, like that. Special edition, the original Batman movie. Nicholas, just God, the actors. This is my. I always had to say it. Somebody's gonna ask me. I know somebody's gonna ask me on the bottom. Who is your favorite Batman? Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton is Batman. You could get 1,000 different Batmans, but this one is the best one. Worldwide screen and everything. Saw this in theater, and my God. Okay, we're on the last part before I air anything. I found these two. These are the original copy. Original copy. Get some Star Trek. Now I know there's supposed to be a full set, but I found these bad boys. And knowing that Khan, this is the best Khan. That Doctor Strange one, he's okay, but he will never be Khan in my heart. This is the original, and he will always gonna be the best Khan ever. But yeah, like I said, you got to get this. I'm trying to find the rest of the collection so I can actually build it up, which I regret not getting it at this one garage sale. And I saw something else I wanted, but I can only spend it as much as I can. But Khan! And we got this movie. I know a lot of you remember this movie, Stand By Me. I mean, one of the greatest actors of our time when they were children, and now they're all like growing up and doing things. I think one of them committed suicide. I think one of them did. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But Corey, you do amazing work. I'll admit, you don't get much credit. I mean, your Michael Jackson thing was a little bit weird, but with this one, it's a little bit different because this opens on this side. It's underneath, and yes, it's a little watered down a little bit. That's what happened to my gate because it got a little bit watered down, and the whole thing came right off. And I have it still. I just haven't put it back yet. And I know a lot of people are like, this guy, son-in-law. I like Pauly Shore movies. I like them all. The only movie I didn't really care for was Pauly Shore one, was In the Army. It was funny. I hate Andy Dick. I hate him with a passion. He almost got his butt kicked by some other comedian for a reason. Look it up. Seriously, look it up. But yeah, Son-in-Law is so awesome. It's cool. You bring the city to the country and the country to the city. It's a good one. Of course, the original Star Wars. I found this at the thrift store. Yeah. And Joe Jin, whatever your name is. So I got your tape. Sorry. But this is the original because they put CGI in it to make the background look much cooler. They made the puppets look better, which it didn't. This is the original copy, the original of everything. Just don't put CGI in something that you like. And I got that one. I found this one at the thrift store as well. Ooh. And I spent 99 cents on it, which are like how much now on eBay and all that stuff. I was shocked when I found this. Dun 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 dun. The original Tournameta. Three for $1.49? Action. I found this at the I remember. I think I found this at a thrift store, but it has that be kind and rewind. Oh, I can't believe it. And the guy wanted. I think he was wanting for just $1 for it because it was nuts. Nobody wanted it, which is kind of weird. But part two is the way to go. I should say Judgment Day. Now, to me, they made John Connor in part 3 and the rest of it all like a pansy person. I don't like how they made him all like, oh my god, he was a badass in this one. John Connor, it was cool, good looking too. But that's it. That's all of it. And I'm gonna say the rest of the Terminator movies, I don't care for it to collect it. I don't care to get it on DVD. 1 and 2, that's it for me when it comes to Terminator. If they make a new one, which I hope they don't, but that's it. That's my collection of VHS. I'm pretty sure I have a lot more somewhere, maybe. But this is part 1, and we're going to make a part 2 later on in the future. I'm excited by this. This is so cool. Again, Arthur, if you're watching, dude, oh, thank you so much. In case you're curious, here's some of my DVDs of horror. We might do some of those soon too. Like I said, I love horror movies. Action's good, but horror movies is the way to go, guys. So, all right, to be continued. And once I get my basement fixed up and get all my collection back from California, I will do a walkthrough of my collection. So as far as right now, thank you for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. Please put it down in comments on your collection and what memory did I open up for you? Because there's going to be a lot of them. Because that's the whole purpose behind this channel. What did I open up for your collection? So yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. To be continued, and happy hunting, everyone. Laters.